doing this. I think it's beneath me. The truth was put out there. You hear my side and that person's side. And here we are having to address it yet again.
A family that always looked rock solid on television suddenly cracks wide open, and the whole world can see the damage. That is exactly what just happened to the Christies. For over 20 years, reality show fans believed Jackie Christie's picture-perfect tale, loyal wife, fearless mother, and queen of the basketball wives stage. Viewers watched her cheer in the stands, lecture younger cast members about loyalty, and boast about the tight bond she shared with her husband, former NBA defender Doe Christie. The shock did not hit in one loud television moment. It started in a small clinic in Glendale, far away from cameras. Chantel walked in alone, carrying nothing but a sealed envelope and a storm of questions she had tried for years to ignore. On every document,
I need to finish what I started, and that's the only reason that I ever even stepped onto the sideline from where I was at initially, because I had to exercise some demons for myself. But more than anything is when you hear the narratives that are written by people who are not here and just have random stuff to say, it irks me because they don't know.
Doe Christie was listed as her father. Every photo, every family interview, every polished holiday post featured Doe standing beside her, smiling like the proud dad he believed he was. Yet whispers from old teammates and hometown friends kept reaching Chantel's ears. Was Chris Webber a family friend? Really, her dad? Those rumors scratched at Chantel's heart until she could not bear the itch any longer. She collected DNA from Doe and from Webber, mailed the swabs, and waited. The day the results arrived, her pulse pounded. First sheet, Doe Christie, no paternal match. Second sheet, Chris Webber, also not a match. Chantel's knees almost gave out, but the test held one more twist. A third name, printed in plain black ink, appeared on the page: Clarence Knox. Chantel had never heard of him. She could not recall a single story, greeting card, or holiday toast that mentioned him. Who was Clarence?
I knew that Jackie and her daughter's relationship were strained. I didn't know to the extent or the degree.
Like the damage that she did to me and my sister's relationship, she won't even take accountability for. At this point, it's just like a fake, I have to keep talking to you so you won't go talk about me on Twitter and talk about me on Facebook and
So you
tell
think
your side of the
genuinely
story.
she doesn't care?
Why else would you speak about your daughter like this?
Digging through dusty archives and half-forgotten phone contacts, Chantel discovered that Clarence Knox had worked as a strength trainer for the WNBA team Sacramento Monarchs in the early 2000s. Around that same period, Jackie had been hustling to carve out space for herself in the flashy basketball world. Several former employees now claim Jackie and Clarence dated briefly before Jackie shifted her focus to Doe, the rising NBA star whose last name, public spotlight, and paycheck were large enough to support the image she wanted.
I was doing nothing but telling the truth. I heard her say it, and I repeated it. I'm grown, and I do what I want. You know who I am. I'm Jackie Christie. That ain't gonna change.
Fast forward to today. Clarence, blindsided by the revelation that he had a grown daughter, held a small press gathering in a rented community room. No banners, no sponsors, no dramatic soundtrack, just folding chairs and a single microphone. His voice trembled at first, but steadied as he spoke. I never knew I was a father. Now that the truth is out, I hope Chantel lets me show up for her. The few attendees clapped, and within minutes, the clip went viral.
These lunatic, jughead, simple bitches had the audacity to say what?
That you were caught prostituting some back in 1987 or something back in the day.
Ask me, bitch, and I'll tell you no. I done a lot, okay? But prostitution ain't one.
Viewers praised Clarence's calm honesty, noting he revealed more affection in one sentence than Jackie displayed across 10 TV seasons. While social media crowned Clarence a surprise hero, the fallout inside the Christie household turned brutal. Doe Christie, famously soft-spoken and loyal, felt the ground drop beneath him. He learned about the DNA bomb, not from Jackie, not from Chantel, but from the same leaked documents the internet devoured. 2 days later, Doe posted a single Instagram story, a black screen carrying these words in white text: "Sometimes silence is the only way to heal." I wish her the best." That same afternoon, he instructed his lawyer to remove his name from every legal tie to Chantel. No press tour, no angry rant, just silence. Chris Webber, for years labeled a deadbeat dad by gossip sites, finally had proof he had never belonged in the drama. Yet his connection to Jackie was messier than anyone guessed. Voicemails now circulating online capture Jackie pressuring Webber to stay quiet and keep things smooth. Bank statements hint that the former all-star funneled more than $800,000 to an LLC tied to Jackie, not formal child support, not court-mandated payments, but silent money that looks a lot like hush cash. Webber's legal team now calls that out as fraud. If you think Jackie would wilt under that pressure, you have not watched her work a spotlight. She walked into the first courthouse hearing wearing a muted suit, but her famous straight posture never bent. Inside the packed room, reporters, bloggers, producers, hiding behind baseball caps, Chantel testified. She played recordings of private arguments, Jackie telling her to stay a Christie and never speak Clarence's name. Gasps rippled across the benches. Suddenly, the matter was not just paternity. Lawyers spoke about document tampering, emotional coercion, and long-term financial deception. Outside, fans binge-watched Old Basketball Wives episodes, scouring every scene for clues. They noticed that whenever someone asked about Chantel's birth father, Jackie deflected or changed topics with lightning speed. Some theorize VH1 producers suspected a deeper story, but kept rolling because controversy sells. The network released a short statement claiming ignorance, yet viewers, weary of behind-the-scenes manipulations, are unconvinced. The scandal now touches numerous layers: a marriage possibly built on silence, a daughter fighting for identity, a biological father robbed of 23 years, and a sports icon lured into paying for secrets. Sponsors are reconsidering deals, podcast hosts are dissecting paperwork, and legal analysts hint the Christie case may set a precedent for reality TV accountability. Let us pause and look at the stakes through each person's eyes. For Chantel, the revelation feels like wandering into daylight after a lifetime in a dim room. Her sense of self never quite matched the stories her mother told. When teammates remarked on how little she resembled Doe, Chantel laughed it off, but wondered in private. Now, with confirmation in hand, she grieves the loss of the man who raised her while simultaneously reaching toward a stranger who loves the idea of her but knows none of her memories. Doe's heartbreak is double-edged. On one blade, the daughter he adored is biologically unrelated. On the other, the wife he trusted orchestrated the lie. Friends say he spends mornings alone on a fishing boat, trying to quiet his mind. He has not lashed out publicly, though insiders claim he feels both humiliation and relief. Humiliation that the world watched his marriage crumble. Relief that he no longer has to perform the role Jackie scripted. Clarence Knox, new to fame, answers reporters with caution. He admits his past with Jackie was brief, not a grand romance, but he expresses regret for missing birthdays, graduations, hospital visits, events he never knew existed. He has already offered Chantel medical history details, tuition assistance for her younger sibling, and an invitation to spend time away from cameras on his family's farm in North Carolina. Whether Chantel accepts remains undecided. Chris Webber, reclaimed reputation in hand, now seeks repayment and apology. His lawyers file motions, bloggers publish timelines, fans debate who owes whom. Some argue Webber should have verified paternity before transferring money. Others point out that love and fear can cloud logic, especially when a powerful reality star wields private recordings as leverage. Then there is Jackie. Publicly, she frames herself as a mother forced to protect her child from an unstable man in her past. Privately, court documents imply she rewrote records to mold a brand, the devoted wife of an NBA journeyman, the woman who turned wedding renewals into yearly televised spectacles, the mentor lecturing younger castmates on honesty. To maintain that storyline, truth became negotiable. Yet once negotiable truths spill into public records, even the best media training cannot glue them back together. As the case grows, so do lessons for viewers. First, reality shows bend facts. They rarely reveal them. Second, silence can purchase short-term comfort, but often accrues long-term debt. Third, children, no matter their age, deserve unfiltered answers about their origins. Finally, the internet never turns down drama, but it also never forgets. Screenshots, court scans, and leaked voicemails live forever, waiting for the next wave of attention. Where do we go from here? The judge has scheduled additional hearings to review financial evidence. Jackie may face charges related to document tampering. Weber's team seeks reimbursement plus damages. Doe, though quiet, could file for emotional distress. Clarence frame, waiting for the bravery or the desperation of one person to bring them into the light. This story proves that even the most picture-perfect families can hide deep secrets. As the truth continues to unfold, we'll be here to break it all down. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this shocking family fallout. See you in the next video.